And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. I'll look at the 76ers starting group. Malik Monk out there with Conley. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4 slot. Monk's shot's good. And Greg, as the playoffs loom in the distance, for those teams who have overachieved in the regular season, how do they ensure that their success continues in the postseason?
Well, listen, the skeptics will remain, and you've got to understand the playoffs are a different animal. You have to be resilient and adaptable, and when that adversity hits, that's when your focus has to rise.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Left side, ball. Not going to go that time. Quick start here for the 76ers in this one. It's a 5-point game. George passes to Finney Smith. Ball against Conley. 6 to shoot. Capella with a screen on Ball. And here's Conley outside. That one, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Ball. Rebounded by Capella. Philadelphia with the ball. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
A slow start for Atlanta in this one. Looking for the first basket of the game. Ball against Conley. Goes up at the stripe. The shot, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. The pass to George. Passes to Finney Smith. Monk with the ball. Feeds to Conley. Stolen by Ball. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Up and in on the layup.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Conley, the pass to Capella. It's deflected and stolen by Burke. And a wide open look for Cunningham. That one falls coming off Burke's feet.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He understands they're facing a team that can put up points in a hurry. He said they need to put forth a great effort defensively to prevent scoring runs. They can't afford to let those guys get hot and stay hot. We'll see who wins the battle of wills here tonight.
David, thank you for that. Very interesting. GA, their focus on preventing a scoring burst early on.
And it's tough. Once you've lost momentum, to try and recapture it. They're relying on their defense to negate that up front.
Well, you'd love to live in that disruptive mode all night long, never allowing your opponent to get comfortable.
Well, a chance to check out some stats for LaMelo Ball. So it's Philadelphia now. Pass to Finney-Smith from past the arc. Hands it from downtown.
Finney-Smith.
And, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Now, here's Ball. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's George. On the wing, Monk. Just 4 to shoot. The 17-footer. Atlanta with the rebound.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Left side, Ball. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And it's Conley penetrating to the inside. And it's George finishing it off.
And Paul George had great position that time. An easy deuce.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Now, here's Ball. Here he goes. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jump.
Here's George. No good on that one. Now, here's Burke. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kicks the ball. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul.
Clint Capella.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Steps back and shoots. Rebounded by Capella. And with Paul George in his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Now, here's Ball. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Ball, no good. The 76ers leading. Down low. The offensive rebound. Capella tipped away.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Looking to get it going. Here's Ball. No good. That would have tied it.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Back to George. Over Cunningham. The 76ers again can't hit it.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there. When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
Get ready for the Dip Squad!
Both teams making some changes here. Fultz finds Hernan Gomez. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Can they get it? Fultz, no good. Cunningham with it. Pass to Burke. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Burke's got his second basket.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
No one near Fultz.
And how about the quick fire release of Fultz? It is difficult to guard. You know he's thinking about.
Passes to Fultz. Here's Herder. No points in the game yet for him. Driving to the basket.
Herder now mixing it up a little bit, not just staying on the perimeter.
Foul, first team foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
First free throw is good.
Kevin Herter's favorite player growing up was Dwayne Wade, and that's why he wears the number 3.
The Atlanta making some changes. Whitney's checked in, and it's Carr in for Burke. He's perfect from the line this time. And Atlanta has possession. They trail by 3. Jeffries the pass to Carr. Outside, Green with the drive. And it's Green slamming it down.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Slam cam. Fultz the pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Fultz. Takes the 13-footer. Goes back up. That's tipped. Now Carr. Over in the corner, Green. They swipe it. Herder passes to Fultz. Rob. And the pass to Carr. No good on that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Fultz with the ball. Jeffries there. Fultz has gone 1 of 4 from the field. Jeffries inside. Guarded by Fultz. Jeffries can't get it to go. And here's Fultz. Stolen. Passes it to Carr. To the paint. Here's Fall. Oh, man.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Fultz. Pass to Monk. Inside. Shot clock at 5. There's the drive. Hernan Gomez trying to break free. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And it's wide right. It's off the rim. 76ers trailing.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Now, here's Monk. Pass to Fultz.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. There's the pass to Herter. Jones with the screen on Carr. Going inside.
Not settling for jump shots there as Herter gets his way on the drive.
Here is Jeffries. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Carr. Green with the ball. And it's Green slapping it down. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Now Fultz. Pass to Herter. Lets it go with a three. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Here's Carr. Misses the three. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They trail by 1. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Fultz. 9 feet out. Rebound by the 76ers. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Pass to Jeffries. We've got 22 seconds left in the first. Into the lane. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Jones, the pass to Herter. And here's Fultz.
Kick it out, kick it out. Tight D.
Takes the three. And no good that time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Atlanta leads by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
Get ready for the Death Squad.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Atlanta.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
Atlanta with the ball. So on the floor for Philadelphia. They've got Clint Capella. Fultz is out there with Derek Jones. And it's Herter in at the 2 spot. Now here's Jones. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The pass to Finney-Smith. Oh, good with the triple. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Here's Ball. Rebound by the 76ers. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
Outside, Jones. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Lets it go from 11. It's deflected. Now, here's Cunningham. Not a lot of room.
Right here.
Ball feeling it out a bit. He kicks to Burke. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Burke's got 7 points in the game.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore, keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Here's Ball driving the lane. And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot.
The first one falls.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. George is checked in for Jones, and Mike Conley is subbed in for Fultz. Ball hits them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And George kicks to Finney-Smith. And a miss there on the triple. Atlanta with the ball. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Ball. Excellent D there from George. Here's Herter. He dishes it to Conley. Shoots over Ball. Morrison pulls it in. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the Heat in FTX Arena. Conley against Ball. Over Conley. And it's off the back rim. No good.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
George passes to Capella. Back to George. Pulls up. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's Atlanta now. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Ball kicks to Morrison. There's the 3. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
Goes to Atlanta.
And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Paul George.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Shot from 12. Ball with the bucket.
2 points.
Ball's got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta.
Ooh, that's a great matchup for him just because of the size difference right there. He makes that mid-range shot at a very high percentage.
Capella dishes to Conley. They could use a bucket. Got a hand on it. Burke with it. He's got 7. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
This is it to Conley. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And Cunningham with the basket on the assist by Ball.
Great ball movement there.
Timeout for the 76ers.
Get ready for the Death Squad! Squad.
The 76ers trail by 7. Right side George. Poked loose. Stolen by Ball. Pass to Morrison. Here's McNeil with his first shot attempt in Atlanta again with the bucket.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Outside Ball. Knocks it loose. Dishes it to Burke. Pass to McNeil. Clock at 6. The fader. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Burke's got 3 assists in the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And there's the pass to George. Screen by Capella. Looking to end the run. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Ball. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Capella's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Conley the pass to George. Here's Herter. Screen by Capella. Driving inside. Herter, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Now, here's Cunningham. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Here's Ball. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Herter. Passes it to Conley.
Screen coming.
Now George. Capella with a screen on Ball. Here's George. No good on the shot. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Now Ball. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. You look at Atlanta. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, there's the 76ers. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And, you know, right now for Atlanta, with the regular season they've enjoyed, it has to be wondered at this point if they're the team to beat this postseason.
Both teams making substitutions here. Here's Jeffries. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Fultz. Back to Hernan Gomez. Shot clock at 6. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Green. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, we've seen this before. When Willie's pushing the action, Willie makes things happen.
The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Free throw good, Hernan Gomez. And with the 2020 class, we saw your teammate, Tim Duncan, get inducted into basketball's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I loved hearing some of the stories that other players and coaches and competitors had around going up against Tim, and the reverence, the respect, that they could never rattle him. It's so cool to hear those stories from the outside, having been a player so fortunate to be on the inside and understand what made him tick, what made him great, and just how special he was as a leader for so long for that Spurs organization.
Here's Whitten. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Now, here's Monk. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And he banks in the lane. Hernan Gomez has got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Here's Cunningham. Atlanta again missing. And it's Jones with the ball for Philadelphia. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Back to Monk. And there's the drive. And it's good for 2. And now it's only a 5-point Atlanta lead.
And you could see it in his eyes there. Monk was determined to get to the basket there. And even with the contact, stays focused enough to convert the shot.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Monk. 5 points in the game. Jones sets the pick for Fultz. And he drives in and finished off by Fultz.
Yeah, love watching Fultz do his thing in that pick and roll. Just picks apart the defense, taking what they give him.
Now, here's Green. He's got 6. Lets it go from 11, and it's blocked. Now, Fultz. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Drives to the hoop. Here is Jeffries. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. The 76ers trail by 5.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first half of basketball. Herder passes to Jones. Jones sets the pick for Monk. He takes it in. No good from 11 feet. And here's Atlanta on the wing. Green. Kicks it to Cunningham. It's tipped.
It's not with extreme athleticism that Willie gets to that shot, but the anticipation and the timing, those help.
The pass to Monk. Puts up a three. Atlanta with the rebound. And here is Whitney. And the shot goes down. And Atlanta leads by 7.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. 52 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now here's Fultz. He's covered closely. Over Jeffries. Another miss by Philadelphia.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together. Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Fultz, the pass to Monk. "17 seconds left to play here in the half. Herder passes to Jones. Over Green. Jones, no luck. Whitney with it. Takes it inside.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's the way you play defense. Anticipated the hop step, beat him to the spot, and able to get the call.
Stacey Carr.
And so it's Atlanta ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close.
39.
And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Doc, what has to change offensively?
We got to move the ball. We got to run our stuff. I think right now everybody's trying to win the game, which is great. But you do it as a team. You don't do it individually. It's a good quality when you want to win, but you do it together.
Ball has to move. Thanks, Doc. Appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
And for that matchup with the Hornets, it should be a tight one. These are evenly matched teams in terms of personnel and coaching. It's the kind of game that's likely to come down to the wire.
All right, now let's get into our game. It ended up being a strong first half for Atlanta.
They're getting into the lane whenever they want, getting some high percentage looks. I don't see the coaching staff switching up too much. Keep it simple. Force your opponent to adapt to you.
And that about does it for us. Now for the good stuff as we get set to resume the second half.
What, we're not any good?
But I resent that, Ernie.
We'll settle it off camera, one at a time. You first, Jet.
I'm sorry.
I was just playing, Ernie.
Get ready for the Dance Squad!
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Atlanta leading by 9. We've got Ball. He's out there with Cunningham. And it's McNeil in at the pivot spot and in the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Cunningham's shot is off. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Looking back at the 2017-18 season, Clint Capella, Brent, shot an eye-popping 65% from the field. That led the NBA.
Well, a third of his baskets were dunks during that season, so I would expect the percentage to actually, Kevin, be pretty high. And a lot of those were at the hands of James Harden at the time playing in Houston, who won the MVP that year. But he has the ability to roll and to finish. He has shown soft hands, and he plays defensively. So he's a great big you can put out to complement both sides of the floor.
George with the ball. Now defended by Cunningham. And he gets it back. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Atlanta. They have a 9-point lead. Pass to Burke. And Capella sends it back.
Intimidating right there. Capella just gets so long at times and throws that one away.
Shot clock at 2. Morrison can't hit. The 76ers trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Now, here's George. Now the dish to Monk. Driving in. Shoots over Burke. The shot by Monk is no good. Atlanta leading by 9. Outside Ball. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Rebound by the 76ers. Monk's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Now, here's George. To the middle. Here's Capella. It's deflected. Here's the break. Here's Burke. Off target from outside. The 76ers trail by 9. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Conley. Got a piece of it.
Well, this has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Ball against Conley. The drive by Ball. And he gets the bucket. Ball's got the lead up to 11 now for Atlanta.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Get ready for the Dip Squad!
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Now, here's Monk, guarded closely. Pass to Conley, lob pass to Capella. Cunningham looking it over. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Cunningham's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Conley against Ball. Conley, the pass to George. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That is his first foul of the game. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. Ball against Conley. Now the pass to George. And McNeil pulls it down. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Tries again. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
The ball goes to Atlanta.
And it's Ball at the elbow. Ball's knocked loose. Paul George with the steal. He dishes it to Monk. George against Ball.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Second team foul.
The 76ers making a switch here. Fultz is checked in.
Fultz.
Here's Capella. Fultz looking around. Now George. He kicks it to Monk. 4 on the clock. There's the pick. It's blocked. Here's Cunningham. He has 6. Over George. Cunningham's shot is off.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Now here's Burke after the miss from Malik Monk. And here is Ball. Yep, that one goes in there.
2 points.
Ball's got 14 points for the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside, George. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Now, here's Ball. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
2 points.
That one good for 2.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
From deep, George. Offensive rebound, Capella. Inside. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Hernan Gomez comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and Jones subbed in for Paul George. Fultz with the ball. 5 points in the game. Passes it to Monk. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. He's got 8.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Green with a screen on Fultz. There's the feed to Green. And Green slams it in.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Monk with the ball. He's against Green. Here's Fultz driving inside.
And the quick feet of Fultz are a problem for the defense, especially when he takes it strong to the hole.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Fultz the pass to Monk. Capella with a screen on Green.
Atlanta foul. Burke. First
Kevin Herter,
foul.
he's checked in for Monk.
Team foul. In for Philadelphia.
Capella kicks to Hernan Gomez. Pass to Fultz. Here's Herder. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. It doesn't go for him.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Green passes to Carr. Back to Green. Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Jones. The pass to Whitney. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
The other impressive part about their offense tonight has been their ability to get inside off the bounce. Lots of points in there.
First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The 76ers trail by 18. Pass to Herder. Here he goes. Shoots over Whitney. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
For Atlanta, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
At the line for 2.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Passes to Herder. Jones with the screen on Green. Here's Herder, guarded by Green. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Fultz. At the top of the key, Hernan Gomez. Fultz, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Got a hand on it. Here is Jeffries. Driving to the basket. Basket counts. Jeffries got 4 points in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Hernan Gomez with a screen on Green. Herder, no good. Here's Atlanta. They're on an 18-5 run. Here's Jeffries. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Now here's Fultz. He has 7.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
To the left wing. Outside, Green. He gets that one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Hernan Gomez with a screen for Fultz. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul, fourth
And you
team
can
foul.
see Fultz has the respect of the defense already. Sometimes they have to settle for whacking him on the way up.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
And the explosiveness of Fultz really is incredible. Just he's effortless in terms of getting where he wants on the court.
Atlanta making a switch here. Morrison's checked in. No good on the second free throw. Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 20-6 run. Here is Jeffries, guarded by Fultz. Over to the wing. Here's Morrison. It's good from long range.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And the 76ers with possession. Here's Herter. 58 seconds left in the third. Here's Fultz. Morrison pulls it in. Morrison's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. They set the pick. Here's Jeffries. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Herter, guarded by Green. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Whitten. 5 on the clock. Fultz the pass to Hernan Gomez. The 3. Herter, no good.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
Here's Carr. Misses off the right iron. And so it's Atlanta ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
What they're banking on is us going too quick, forcing turnovers. That's how they can score. Just be solid, okay? Come on.
Telling his guys not to fall into their trap. He clearly wants them, Greg, to play their style of basketball.
And that's great advice. You can't afford to play the other team's pace or you're just going to get torched.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Jones. Beseknik's out there with Smart. And it's Mays in at the 2.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Mays. And Brent, you played for the Spurs, who pioneered player rest. More and more teams have followed that suit over the seasons, calling it load management, even risking fines. Any concern with the way things are done?
Well, I understand the fans' complaint. You know, to think about being a 10-year-old boy or girl and LeBron James is coming to your city and it's a load management day and he's not playing. And so the league understands it. It understands it from its broadcast partners and the way that they want the star players to be involved in every game that they play. And they've tried to adjust the schedule and moved it around a little bit, doing away with back-to-backs. I think it'll be a constant battle, but the organizations are investing in these players, and health is their number one issue. They want them to play as many games for as long as they can at an elite level. So we'll see how it goes in the next couple of years.
Here's Mays. Pass to Finney-Smith. Fires the three. The three-pointer is right on target.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
And the pass to Whitman. From 11 feet away. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Mays passes to Smart. Here's Mays. Carr covering. Fires at the elbow. And it's Mays missing. Atlanta leading by 22. Williamson outside. There's a good screen. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
So both teams changing it up here. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Over in the corner, Cunningham. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Conley. Pass to Monk. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped. Ball against George. To the paint. Here's Cunningham. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Passes it to Monk. Will it go? Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Ball against Conley. Ball no good. And here is Monk. The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting. There's some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
Now here is Conley, following the miss by LaMelo Ball. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Conley. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line. To make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Atlanta making a switch here. Morrison's checked in.
2 shots.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Philadelphia with the ball. Conley the pass to George. Back to Conley. Pass to Monk. The 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Morrison's got 9 rebounds now tonight. George against Ball. There's the pass to McNeil. Burke with it. Over Conley. Burt can't get it to go. Outside, George kicks it to Conley. Brent is someone with on-court and front office experience. Just how valuable is a good relationship, do you think, between the players and a team's executive leadership?
Well, Kevin, I don't think it's much different than a good friendship. You know, take it away from the court and think about things in your life that impact you. It's somebody that shows that they care for you beyond what it is that you bring to the table. And that's the most important part about earning and trying to gain trust with the players that you bring into any program, is that you want to let them know that you care, and you want to let them know that you have interest in them as people first. And if you can get to that point, that foundation and platform to build out a player and to have him grow with the organization, that's a priceless relationship.
Drives to the hoop.
The wheels have completely come off for him here in the second half.
And he makes that one.
Well, beating everybody to the ball, Willie doesn't always get his number called, so he's got to put in the extra work and find these efforts on the offensive glass.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
Now, here's Monk. Back to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
Looking to get back on track here. Ball no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Conley finds George. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't in the college, aren't in the school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft. And that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Make some noise! Get ready for the Deer Squad!
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, LaMelo Ball.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
These fans love him, and tonight he's given them plenty to cheer about. Ball against Conley. And Capella sends it back. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Pass to Morrison. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Capella. Philadelphia with the ball. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Conley feeling it out. Back to Capella. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Here's Ball. Gets himself open and drills it.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. With so many entertainment options these days, Brent, the NBA not shy, innovating to attract and retain viewers. Where do you sit with that? Keep it the same or be creative?
Well, I think the league does a great job of being creative, and I think that Adam Silver does a really good job of not just being a leader, but being a listener. And there's tremendous participation between the Players Association and the commissioner and the ownership group to continue to press the way that the game is played, try to innovate in the way that the game is broadcast, and it'll continue to do those sort of things to draw in the fans that love this game and are invited to that kind of competition.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
Passes the ball. Banked in off the glass.
2 points for
Ball's got 10 points here in the second half.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
To the inside. Here's Morrison, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now here's Conley, driving the lane. Got a piece of it. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Dishes at the ball. Over Conley. Here's McNeil. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for the 76ers. Kevin Huerter comes in for Monk.
Shooting one.
And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league, but who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Here is Conley, following the basket by LaMelo Ball. Outside, George. And it's blocked.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Atlanta.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And the one thing that stood out about these guys all season long, their resiliency to come out and play hard and win games. We've watched some epic battles that they've played, and tonight will mark their 64th win in the year. Something else.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
A very solid win indeed. And when there are some great numbers for LaMelo Ball.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals. Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Carr with the screen on Conley. Here's Ball, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Here's Whitney. Michael Conley making his last shot. Pass to Whitney. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. For the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
The pass to Conley. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Ball. No good that time. Passes it to Whitney. Carr with the ball. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long and good night, everyone.
Look, play my position in the kitchen, I'm working. Hit the strip and if it's an issue, trust, I'm coming to get with you in person. Not you till I flourish. I'm on my way to my yacht. I put a 6 on the dock like Julius Erving. I know my sisters is hurting. He caught new case, but got his that didn't get him discouraged. Got another homie and he will let his anyone cry. I got numb, I can't lie. His mama ain't shed a tear. She know that come with this lie. Thought about it.
Hey, Grant, you look at these rosters.